Today we've got the maiden flight on the Freewing 80mm twin A-10. So with this plane, first look, good finish on it. Might be a little challenging to see with the light gray. However, with the add-ons underneath the wing, should make the profile a little bit easier to see. You've got the blinking light on the top, the nose light on the front, and the navigation lights on the side. Pretty good suspension. They do make an upgrade suspension kit for this if you want to, make it a little bit stronger on the mains. Speaking of upgrades, we've got the 1920 kV 9-blade 80mm in runners on this one. It normally comes with a 1900 kV outrunners. Let's take a look at the equipment we got for today's flight. We've got SMC 6S 5300s LiHVs, AR 8360T, and we've also got our serial remote receiver up front. I've got this set up with my normal rates for a maiden flight. I've got the flaps by the book. I took out the elevator mix that they call for in the book. And I'm also balancing this at 88mm, which is about 10mm behind the factory CG. So we've done enough talking about this A-10. Let's get it up in the air.
So good on the takeoff. Down. Need some lift. And we'll bring it power back, bring it down here towards the runway. Man, it feels spot on, dude. We good?
Yep.
Alright. Still going a little to the right. That feels smooth. I got it on a low aileron, medium rudder, or medium elevator, medium rudder. That feels really good. And that's only about 60% power. Let's open it up one time. I'm going to go down the runway a little bit towards the field. Man, that thing got some power. Alright, so let's put the gear down. Bring it on around. I'm actually power off right now. See how this thing floats. Good with the flaps. So let's just bring it around one time with the flaps in to see what it feels like. The balance feels really good. I didn't have to turn the elevator, so
Looks good.
landing. Let's try to put this one down. That'll work.
Awesome.
Bring it on back over here. Pull the flaps up. Throttle set on. We'll take it over to the bench and look at the post-flight results.
Maiden flight completed on the Freewing A-10 twin 80mm. Talk a little bit about the flight. Lifted out really nice. It actually had a little bit more up elevator trim than it needed. I tried to get it close to what the book said. However, it did climb out really nice because I was real light on the stick. Pulled the gear up. It needed some left aileron. It needed the down elevator. flew really solid. We did a couple passes. We even did a gun run pass wide open, and with the new power system, this plane really moves. However, pulled it back. This thing likes to glide really well with that straight wing. That's why I did the first approach in, just to see how it felt, but also to see if I needed to compensate with the elevator to flaps. And even bringing it in, getting it slow, it still wanted to hold the attitude. So it felt really nice. We took it around, brought it back in, did a little firm landing on the mains and the nose gear. They all worked like they should, and just went ahead and set it down. It equaled a pretty short flight, but it was a fairly easy flight. And I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on flight time, so I just wanted to be sure and get it down, because we can always charge the batteries and put them in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a high percentage left on these batteries. We were on a 3-minute and 40-second timer. We came down at 140 on the throttle, so we were 2 minutes on the throttle, and I think we were about 315 in the air. So that being said, let's see what we got on the battery voltage, and we'll just check the front one, see what we got, because they both should be pretty close. So as I imagine, 85%, 4.06. So we use very minimal on the battery. And I probably did a lot more cruising and to keep it in tighter than probably most Maidens. It's easy with a plane like this, twin 80 and the upgraded motors, to stretch its legs and really burn up the battery. However, sometimes you can't put it down right on the first attempt, and everything worked out really well. So like I say, we can just charge the batteries, take it up. That being said, if you were going to fly it down to about 385, solid 4 minutes on this plane, and you'd still be okay for a couple of go-arounds. So first time flying a Freewing 80mm A-10, and I really enjoyed the flight. It felt good, and the rates were pretty close on the initial flight here. So go ahead and give us a thumbs up to support the channel. If you're not following along, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.